again. I know it's been a while since I've made a video, and there's no real reason for that except I couldn't find anything interesting enough to make a video about. I've still got some long-term projects going, like the bush and the volt tester and the relay box and stuff like that, but nothing really pressing. But last week I went browsing around my Lidl, as I do sometimes on a Sunday morning, and I found that they were advertising this sports camera, action camera, and it's branded as a silver Crest 4K action camera, and I thought, well, that looks pretty interesting. I'll try and find out a little bit more about it. So I bought one. Now, after a little bit of research, I thought, why can they do an action camera 4K, which actually is just £69.99. Now, it's not just 60. I mean, I know £69.99 is quite a lot of money, but it's not as expensive as what it's rebranded from. Now, the original camera, and it's still available on Amazon, is the CEMOS V50 Pro, and that one is priced at £119.90. So what's the difference? Well, basically the CEMOS V50, which is a very good camera, it gets excellent reviews, it's 4K, but that one has an socket for an external microphone. It also has remote control on it, so you can control it remotely. But apart from that, this one seems to have all the same features. So I'm going to unpack it in a minute and then show you some test video that I've made with it. I do have a GoPro. But it's a few years old now. This was my GoPro Hero 3 Plus Silver Edition, and I've had some good use for it. The only issue with this one is nowadays it's fairly low resolution, and also if you needed to see anything you had to buy an external screen, which was quite expensive. So the external screen does work on it, and the camera is fine, but its technology is slightly outdated, so I wanted something with a little bit more higher resolution, so hence buying this. It also looked, from looking at the description, that the GoPro accessories, which I have here, lots of them, would actually fit this camera. And if that was the case, it would be an added bonus. That's enough for me now on this. Let's unpack it and see exactly what we're getting for our £69.99. Let's go. So let's open this and just see exactly what we've got. Two seals, and we'll have a look. I don't want to damage the box in case I have to take the thing back, but let's open it up. Fairly simply packed, but quite nicely packed. Oh, I like that. All the accessories are in a zipped bag, which is nice, so that if you do have to return anything, it's all there. The camera itself, it's not overpacked, which is probably very good. No layers of things, so let's get it out. Put that to one side. I'll put some white paper underneath so you can see it a bit better. It looks really nice. It's got a GoPro style waterproof case on it, and cameras inside. Let's open it up. I guess it opens the same way as most of these things. Bit of effort. Oh, there we go. And we'll slip the camera out. There we go. So there it is. It's quite a nice looking camera. I'll hold it up closer to the lens for you. It has it's got a nice feel to it, a rubberized type feel on it. I must have turned it on when I took it out, because that's better. Okay, the thing's on. Okay, that's better. That means it obviously is a bit charged, but there it is. Nice case. Obviously has a screen on the back, which is now really fingerprinted from me. Two buttons on the top. I presume that's the microphone slot there. Oh, and that's a bonus over the GoPro. It has a tripod slot in the bottom. Can you see that? Which is excellent if you want to mount it on a small tripod. You don't have to put the case on or any accessories to do that. You can mount it directly. On the side, it's got a USB socket, it's got the SD card socket, and it has got the charging socket here. So that's all very good. On the front, it's got a lens cover. Let's slip that off. I'll stick it somewhere safe so I know where to find it. And that's it basically. So I think, well, I know it turns on because it was on just now, so let's turn it on again. And there we are. Excellent. And I guess that the menus are all available from the screen. They are: setup, video, photo, playback, settings, control, sounds, control. Oh, I'm not going to go through all the menus because no doubt there's lots of them. But there we go. Turn it off again. And it is a nice feel. It has a really nice feel to that camera. And obviously the case looks rugged, looks nice and clear. So that looks good. So let's now have a look at some of the accessories for it. I'll put that to one side. So let's open the accessory pack and see what we have in there. It's quite good actually because it's sealed. It has, let me get the paper there. It has a zip top, fairly sturdy plastic bag, which is nice rather than cutting things open. Now let's have a look to see what we've got. Actually, very good. A lot of accessories with it. Obviously the USB charging cable. It has some stickies to put on the mounts presumably. It has two mounts, a flat one and a curved one for a helmet. It has some mounting accessories, and they look exactly the same as those for the GoPro. So let me get a GoPro accessory a moment and just, yes, it will all fit perfectly. You couldn't tell the difference really. Even the mounting bolts are exactly the same. So that will be very useful when my, oh, there's GoPro and there's Silver Crest. So yeah, it fits all the one. A long and a short bolt, which is good. Another mount to go in that one for the camera itself. It has this, which I find useful. That would be very useful. It's a spanner to undo stubborn bolts. You all probably know that when your fingers are wet and these are tight, it can be difficult. So we have a bolt spanner, which is excellent. And this, now obviously I know what it is because it's self-explanatory, but I can now, if I wanted to, mount the camera, it seems, like this, without having to put its case on. So if I use one of these, I'll be able to mount the camera without actually putting the case on. So I've got access to everything here, and that's good. That's going to be really useful. I know it has a tripod mount, but you can also use it with other bits and pieces, so that's going to be really useful. I like that a lot. Yes, so that's the accessory pack. So what I'm going to do now very quickly with you is go through the accessories and label them up, and then we will do some test shots with the camera. So let's get on with that. First of all, there's two helmet mounts, a flat and a curved. Then we have a USB cable for charging, connecting the camera. Two screws for mounting the various clamps to the camera.
and the camera itself, a universal adapter for putting the clamps on. We have a waterproof case which is down to 30 meters, which is good. A frame mount to put the camera in without using the case, which is a very useful accessory. A screw spanner, adhesive mountings for the mounting clips, and also, of course, the 4K camera, which is the important bit. Now a little bit of video just to show you how easy it is to work with the on-screen setup menus on the back of the camera. Very easy to use. You can also use the buttons on the top to select through the menus. Yes, it's very easy and very, very easy to set up the camera for whatever resolution you want. A shot now of my grandson. Shot this in 4K just to show how good it is, and some other shots again filmed in 4K and handheld as well, and at 30 frames per second. So yeah, quite pleased with that. And now a couple of still shots, one with a black and white filter on, and one just in very wide angle. So quite pleased with all this. Oh, and this one to show you what it's like at night, underground. It needn't be night or day, I suppose, underground, but it's still dark, but not bad for low light, really. So yeah, that's it.
Well, thank you for watching this video on the Silver Crest camera. I'm quite pleased with it. It's done everything it said in the box, and it's produced some really, really good results. And for £70, I think it's an excellent buy. Hope you've enjoyed the videos on it. All the specifications of the camera will be down below on the information, and I've quite enjoyed using it. It's certainly, I still like my GoPro, of course, but this is lighter, and it's obviously more powerful. So thank you for watching, and I'll be with you again soon with my next video. When I say soon, I mean a week, 2 weeks, depends when the mood takes me to make another video, but I've enjoyed making this one. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care and have a great Easter. Shots taken